All right, welcome to Coach Kenny Payne. Hutch, you want to get started, please?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Coach.
How you doing?
Doing good. It looks like Texas, they got off to a little bit of a slow start in SEC play, but have been playing really well lately. Just what have been your impressions of them? What kind of makes them a dangerous team?
A very dangerous team. They play with a lot of energy. They got two very good scorers. They got a kid that I guess played here last year, who is a very good player. With Trey Johnson and Paloma kid, they create a lot of problems because they're attacking. They rebound the ball well. They're good in transition. And anytime you're in trouble and the shot clock's running down and you got a guy that scores it the way that Trey Johnson does, it makes it hard.
And then this Kentucky game was y'all's best, offensive performance of SEC play. Was it just a matter of the shots falling, or did y'all do anything philosophically different? Like, what do you think was the key to that?
I thought we were locked into the game plan. I think the ball moved, and we attacked them some. Our shots execution was very good, and any time for us that we can get you know, out in transition and get 18 points against a team like that, it makes it a lot better. But with that being said, I don't want to negate the fact that look, we executed in that game. In the half court, we ran our stuff correctly. We set great screens. The spacing was great, which allowed us to do what we do best, which is sort of get the ball in the lane.
And then one more for me. Y'all were obviously highly motivated for that game for all sorts of reasons. And it was a really intense game. Just how do you bottle that up and bring that same intensity to a game where maybe there aren't as many external motivating factors?
I think that's the thing. That's the we all had that answer. We'd be geniuses. One of the things that we did do from that game is we went back and watched film and showed them exactly what they did well, the energy they played with on defense, the concentration and focus, being locked into every single detail that's going on in the game, both offensively and defensively, and said that's the way we have to play. We have to play that way to finish this season and finish it off on the right note. Jackson.
Hey Kenny, hope you're doing well. A couple questions, things you guys did really successfully against UK. You used Big Z in the pick and pop, a lot, and he made some threes. Is that something you saw on film against them, or just a bigger commitment to it?
What I would tell you is that we do that a lot anyway. Um, I think Z is evolving. I think Z is getting better. I believe that Z also can catch the ball in the post. And if he's at a position to where he doesn't need a dribble, he can get into a shot in that 7-2. How do you block it? It becomes just a make or miss. And he just has to keep evolving as a player. But I thought his movements in those pick and pops, the set screens, when you have a guy that's mobile and shoots the ball like that, you can put him anywhere on the court. You just got to find creative ways. And one of the things is picking and popping. Another one is just running the offense with him on the perimeter, where most five men are clogging up the lane.
Yeah, and something kind of similar. You guys, it seemed like the long outlet passes were really working, against Kentucky. I mean, how important was that? And is that something that can carry over to the next game, maybe getting some easy buckets with the outlet pass?
We definitely need to do that. We definitely need to, in order to get those easy buckets, we got to get stops and we got to sprint the floor. I thought DJ did a great job. I thought Jonell Davis did a great job. Billy Richmond, our perimeter guys really played well or do played well in creating situations to where we can get out and run. 18 points and fast break points for us was vital.
And then last one for me, it seemed like in the beginning of the year, Carter was like he was kind of just a spot up shooter for you guys, and then he's slowly gotten more aggressive, getting to the free throw line. How important is it for him to not, have multiple dimensions to his game, and what's next for his development?
Great analogy there. I think Carter Knox from the time that we all have watched him since high school. The one thing that I've always said and Cal has always said is that the kid has to be an attack dog. He's 6'6", 225 pounds. He's mobile. He's strong. He can put the ball on the floor and beat you off the dribble. The tendency for young people is to settle for jump shots, which makes him look one-dimensional. But getting him comfortable enough on the court, which comes with experience, to say that, look, I can add these things to my game. And probably the biggest factor for Carter is he's learning. He's learning the importance of being a defender. And he's done a great job of, and just only gotten better from the beginning of the season to now, to locking into defensive concepts, to getting rebounds, making passes, things that he's never done before. He's embracing that. And we know he can score. We need him to score. We need him to score in a multitude of ways. But to see him grow like this has been gratifying.
Connor?
Hey, Coach. DJ and Nelly combined for, I believe it was 14 assists the other night. Just how important with Boogie out is it for them to continue to facilitate like that at that level?
This whole game for us is about reads. And I thought that DJ and Nelly did a great job of reading what the defense gave them, made great decisions. Nelly had a couple of possessions where he shot fake, drove in the lane, kicked it out, threw the ball ahead in transition for layups and dunks. DJ controlled the game. The first half, I thought he did a great job of getting us involved in offense. I think he had 6 assists. The second half, the game opened up for him offensively, and he was able to get in the lane and make a couple of jumpers. So it's vital for our team that both of those guys play like that. They both are very capable.
And then on Nelly, that looked like the most comfortable and confident he's been in an Arkansas jersey this year. Is that something that y'all see? And then how do y'all keep that confidence in him going forward so he can have more performances like that?
Well, Nelly is a professional in mindset, in his mindset. He comes in every morning, he watches film, he works out every morning, he comes back, gets shots up after practice, before practice. And so when a kid is doing that kind of things, doing those type of things, eventually it's going to happen for him. And he's getting more comfortable, like you said. He's finding his pace and his space in this. And, I'm glad it's happening for him because he's had a rough go and he's a lot better than what he's played early on in this season. And we need more of that from him. He's one of our leaders.
Jackson?
Yeah, I know Big Z kind of balanced it out offensively, but he struggled a little bit against Williams in the post on Saturday. What did you guys see on film, and can this be like a learning experience? How valuable can that be for him?
Very valuable. I think he played with great energy. I thought there were plays that, Kentucky did to isolate him in the post. He was close, but he wasn't quite there to making the offensive player score over him. He gave him a little bit angles to the basket. He has to do a better job of that. He's learning about balance. He's not going to be 260 pounds right away. So he has to make sure that he's playing lower and making sure he's not giving angles to the basket. And being physical isn't necessarily bumping and grinding, but making sure that he's in between the offensive player and the basket. And at 7'2", he blocks a lot of shots. He contests a lot of shots. We need him to make those shots hard and difficult.
Yeah, and you guys didn't really send too many like double teams. Was that just we really want to cut off the 3-point shooting against Kentucky?
The game plan was tough 2s versus 3s. We know how good Kentucky shoots the ball. Great shooting team. And we wanted them, if they were going to beat us, they beat us with tough 2s.
Thanks, Coach.
Anything else for Coach Payne? All right. Appreciate your time.
All right, guys.